Hi, my name is Metalbolt, and if you're like me, you enjoy conquering. This moment, you get bored of the numerous other strategy games, hop on the internet for some new experience, and there it lies, Territorial.io. Now this is a pixelated online game with simple gameplay and more simple-minded players. It is also simultaneously the most dead IO game and one of the most active. Let's look at the subreddit. Somewhat inactive. The wiki. Dead. YouTube. Dead. Yet the record shows thousands of hours of playtime, and whenever you play, there is a confirmed metric ton of sweaty gamers sitting while gazing intently into their made-up empire. Despite this, it really is an enjoyable game with plenty of fun experiences. At its core, in Territorial, you start off as some pixel and expand to conquer land, and then conquer some more land. There's a troop bar, where you send out troops, an income bar, which shows how many troops you have, and this thing, which doesn't have an actual name, so I just call it the side menu. The side menu has an occupation number, which shows how much land you have, and the interest meter, which is how much interest you get while earning troops. If you have more land, the more troops you earn, like interest, which is shown on the interest sign. The interest actually goes down with time approaching 0, which means that you're not actually gaining any more troops. Attacking land can also be controlled with a troop bar, and most idiots do what's called full sending, which means to send 100% of your troops, making your land vulnerable and look like a loser all at the same time. Now this game has multiple game modes, which I'm gonna go over briefly. Single player, you spawn in a map that you choose with bots. You can also adjust the difficulty of the bots and choose your own map. Free for all, the most popular option and shown as a crown symbol. This is single-handedly where the most idiots congregate, and you can see why. Full send disabled, the second most popular game mode, FFA without the full send and thus less visible clowns. Doesn't mean that there are less dumb children, just that they're eliminated more quickly. Infection, you spawn as white with other people and try to defeat bots around the map based on zombie theme. This isn't nearly as popular due to it being ridiculously hard. Teamwork is also very much required here, which works out great in a game with no voice chat or chat feature. For good. 1v1, you 1v1 a player. Team battles, very popular. You spawn in as a specific color of a certain team and you play and help out your teammates. Now this is a good time to bring up clans. Clans are basically groups of gamer dungeon dwellers that are united by the holy clan name to play team games and actually cooperate. Once you put the name between some square brackets, your body instantaneously morphs into sweaty ape mode. I must admit I am not well versed in the deep dark depths of this field, so I'll just leave it at that. I had an awesome time playing this in early 2021, around when the player count rose up but some of the early quirks of the game were still around. I would hop on, join a game, and be immediately bombarded with usernames that sounded like a 15-year-old going through his crazy phase. Roughly half of the players has these type of names, and they're absolute wild cards, with 70% just full sending 2 minutes in, or playing like an IBM supercomputer calculating every single move to annihilate its opponent. While the usernames have gotten slightly less racist over time, still racist though, the average IQ of a territorial player is in fact still now suspected to be in the negatives. As one gets more accustomed to territorial, one will realize that the most common result is an utterly humiliating defeat. Here's a reenactment of how this usually happens. And just as you thought the match is finally on your side, lo and behold, a random stranger with 19 million troops suddenly arrive. They started steamrolling through your land, crushing any meager attempt at resisting, and finally, with shame filled in your heart, you hit surrender. This 2D pixelated game has been one of my favorite games to pass some free time and just relax in general after some hard work, with just the right balance of skill, luck, and human interaction. After this video is done, it's now time for you to hop on, make a name, and truly prove yourself as the splendid rightful ruler of this imaginary world. With everything being said, have a nice day and I'll see you later.